Hello, everyone, and welcome to the October Books with Beth. This month I read two books, and they're similar in theme, and I'm excited to tell you about them. The first one is called The Soul of Shame by Curt Thompson. This is a book on shame from a Christian perspective. So he looks at the Bible and talks about how you see shame in the Garden of Eden, and then how that's impacted humanity throughout time. He then talks about how shame impacts our lives. We all experience shame, so we have to be honest about that, but how it affects our work life and our home life. So he identifies ways to identify your shame through a shame evaluation, and then he talks about a shame attendant, which is this little piece inside of us that is triggered or activated when we have experiences that cause shame. He talks about talking to other people about those experiences so that we can help work through our shame. And I think this could be a really helpful book in order to help you identify your own shame in order to move forward. The second book I read was called The Gifts of Imperfection by Brene Brown. This is my second Brene Brown book to review, and I'm going to read it again. It's a quick read. I really liked it. In this book, she researches people who live wholeheartedly, and she created guideposts for wholehearted living. Those include authenticity, self-compassion, resilient spirit, gratitude and joy, intuition and trusting faith, creativity, play and rest. That's hard to do for adults. Calm and stillness, meaningful work, and then laughter, song, and dance. There were a lot of parts in this book that I felt I could do better at in my own life. There were also parts of it that connected to other books that I've read. So I think for me, that kind of triggered more thoughts for personal growth for myself. One of the things she talked about was foreboding joy. And I'd not heard that term before, but she talked about how when we feel really happy, really excited about something, and then worry about what's going to happen next that could be bad. So she's talked about looking at her kids when they're young and just feeling this overwhelming sense of joy, and then in the back of her head worrying about something bad happening to them. Through foreboding joy, which is a normal experience, she talked about the benefit of gratitude as a way to reduce foreboding joy in our own life. Gratitude was talked a lot about in the book Think Like a Monk that I read a few months ago. So I feel like that's something that would just be a really good practice to start to get in the habit of. So I thought that was really good. Also, calm and stillness, mindfulness, that's a good reminder for me as well. I'm going to end my review on this book that I think is really good with a quote by Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, who is a grief expert in the counseling field. This is on resilient spirit. People are like stained glass windows. They sparkle and shine when the sun is out, but when darkness sets in, their beauty is revealed only if there is light from within. I hope you read these books. I think they're really good, and I look forward to seeing you next month.